Yo, what up, YouTube? It's the young gunner DJ G-Wiz. I'm back again with another YouTube video. So today's Misery Monday. My team got washed, just like I thought. Cowboys beat the brakes off of us. They went straight BTA on us. It is what it is. I've lived through it pretty much most of my life. Seems like we'll never get it together, but that's just what it is. Um, so I had to cook up. I did two beats. I started one, started another one. Check those out if you haven't seen them. It's in yesterday's video. Also dropped a short on that this morning for you guys to check out. If you like it, comment on it. Let me know what it needs so I can finish it. So today I wanted to talk about something that kind of has to do with confidence. Act like you've been there before. Act like you've been here before. That's what we're going to call this. So there's been many times in my life where I was doing something and something caught me off guard. And maybe I was just dragged into a situation that I didn't see coming. And when I got there, I was just shocked. Like, how did I get there? I just remember, riding the bench. And what year was that? I think it was my 11th grade year, sitting on the bench. And the coach would randomly just put me in the game. And from sitting on the end of the bench and just, walking in, checking in, taking off your warm-ups, waiting, for a stoppage to go in. And I'm actually getting there and I'm asking the player, who's he got, and I get there and we're running. And then I got the ball. And the first thought that I think of is, how did I even get here? What am I doing in the game? I'm not supposed to be in the game. They didn't tell me I was going to be in the game like this. Act like you've been there before. Many times, I've been fortunate enough to be with friends or artists or writers or whomever, and we've gotten backstage access. And so I remember some of the guys I was with, one of the guys in particular, he was like, look, they're going to be screaming, and just act like you know what you're doing. Act like you've been here before. So I had to turn off my fan mode and go into kind of a fake superstar mode. So I've been backstage, at a few shows and concerts, and just people seeing you with specific artists, they're screaming at you as well. So again, act like you've been there before. And work. A lot of times, you'll get thrown on the spot to do a training or lead a presentation on Zoom. You freeze up for a second and you're looking at all the people in the Zoom call, a couple hundred people, and they're all got their cameras on. They're all just looking at you. Act like you've been there before. And where does this come from? Again, this comes from repetition. It comes from confidence. This is why we do the hard work each and every day, to be prepared for whatever life throws at us, because life is unpredictable. And all I'm telling you guys to do is to stay ready, because when you're ready, you don't got to worry about anything. It's always the times that you aren't prepared that you got to be concerned. But if you've been practicing and you've been working and you've been grinding, you'll be able to act like you've been there before. So, like I said, there's been so many other scenarios. I don't really want to take a deep dive on it, but just think about that, guys. Act like you've been here before. You guys know the routine. Just fall into it. Do what you're supposed to do and knock it out of the park, because you do have the potential to be great. So I love you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's the Young Gunner, DJ G-Wiz. I appreciate you guys, and I'm out.